right, my darling fire signs, what's going on for you? I have Charlie under the desk here. He is an Aries, so he is listening intently, no doubt. How are you? Welcome in. This is your reading, a little weekly reading for fire signs, Sag, Aries, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you're wanting to learn tarot from me next week on YouTube, I'm going to do a live tarot lesson. So if you're interested, if you're subscribed to the channel or anything like that, you'll get a notification. It is just going to be regular on YouTube, but I invite you to subscribe. So hit the little button below and hit that bell, then you'll get notified. All right. We'll be conversing with you through the community page, and you have to be a subscriber to hear that. So if you want a little reminder. All right, fire sign. Let's see where we go. A light grows brighter only by lighting another. Lots of collaboration energy right now. The alchemical artist, this showed up in the air sign reading. So did Sag and Leo show up in the, oh, wow, okay. And each evolutionary turn requires you to give up who you think you are. That was really the air reading, which was about anybody who's kind of like stuck in the mindset of, this is how I see myself. This is who I think I am. This is the energy I project into the world. I think there's something bigger that you can become, bigger than who you think you are. Okay. And it has to do with collaboration. It has to do with learning new things, allowing yourself to experiment. All right. That's a big thing right now. So fire signs, you're getting in on that energy. And we can have, all right, well, hold on one second. Hold on there, Baba Louie. Let's just see what the reading shows. Some of you might have a really good group of friends or collaborators or something like that. And this is really going to be supportive to you right now. There you are. Queen of Wands underneath. I am seeing the Nine of Wands and the Justice card. So we're definitely, there's Libra. So we're definitely balancing. For what it's worth. So you can look at things and be like, oh, I've got so many problems or so many things about the situation I would change. Or there's a lot of habits that I have that have been getting me in trouble. Or you can be like, well, I've had a lot of experiences. And so now I can use that information to help me live, fill in the blank, right? Live a bigger life, live a more fulfilling life, live a loving kind of life. Whatever that Nine of Wands is, whatever that baggage is, flip it around for yourself. It's not baggage, it's experience, okay? Death, Scorpio showing up, Four of Swords, Empress, beautiful. Ace of Swords, oh, I love this. Hierophant, Seven of Swords, oh, that's interesting. Two of Swords, Eight of Cups, Emperor. Look at that. Seven of Swords. I am not taking any bullshit anymore. I am not taking in any nonsense. I feel like some of you are becoming wiser or becoming smarter or running away from a situation that at one point you thought of was loving or you thought of as good, but now you're seeing it in a new light. You're seeing it as, hey, maybe that wasn't so good for me. Or could have been with a Taurus. I'm seeing lots of Libra energy here. So if you want to go watch that air sign reading, if you're dealing, especially if you have air in your chart, I'm seeing Scorpio here, Scorpio and Taurus, right? And Libra. So we'll take a look at that. I feel like some of you are skipping out on commitments, or you have someone who's going to skip out on a commitment. And the good news is that it's sending you down a road that's much more powerful. It's sending you. So if anybody shows up and tells you the truth and they are leaving your life then because of that, let them go. Okay. Let them go. This is very low today. Sorry. You're basically seeing that a commitment that you made, isn't really worth the paper it's printed on. And the good news is that if this is a partner, the partner is too small for you. the new partner is Emperor and Empress. That's all the kings and all the queens. And that person is somebody who has done a lot of healing work on themselves. They're really, really in tune with who they are and where they're going in life. I feel like you might have blocked out some kind of truth because you're seeing it in such a way that isn't helpful to you or feels hurtful to you or something like that, instead of seeing it like a gift. Like, this is a blessing in disguise for sure. So whatever's going on here with this lie coming clean or this lie being exposed, then thank your lucky stars for it. At first, you might not think that, but eventually it's going to turn into a really lucky break. Okay. So something you haven't wanted to admit to yourself, or something that you have been afraid of, and so you're forced to go in that direction, turns out to be a really good thing. Okay. So what's the Seven of Swords here? Nine of Swords, Queen of Cups, Tower, Page of Cups. Definitely a blessing in disguise. I do feel like you're worried about it. I do feel like it calls into question something that's close to your heart. And so I feel like there's an aha moment here where the truth comes jamming through a little bit, and there is an apology. If somebody lied to you or if somebody's hiding something from you, I think the truth comes through and then they do apologize for it. But at any rate, so what could happen is the truth comes through. There's this moment in time when you're like, oh God, that was terrible. But here's the thing, like looking back at it, 6 months, even just a few months from now, you're going to be like, wow, didn't I dodge a bullet? Didn't I get a lucky break by having that thing happen? This is very common. That happens quite a bit. Like, let's say you're going on vacation and, the person you're going with gets sick and can't go. And you're like, oh, you think the trip's ruined, but you decide to go on your own, and it turns out it's a really good thing to do, to go on your own, right? There's some kind of lucky break. Or someone's going to say to you, that was a lucky break. Okay. Dodged a bullet there. Two of Swords, Six of Cups, Knight of Wands, Chariot, and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. If a relationship didn't work out for you, someone from the past didn't work out, or something didn't work out, some relationship or something didn't work out, it leaves the door open for the right thing to happen. And that's a really good thing. Okay, so something you're sad about right now, or something you feel is important to you right now, just know that very, very soon, you're going to understand why that happened. So I do feel like you're moving on and having more power in your life, right? Really, really harnessing your own power. This person might have been too traditional, or might be somebody who can't be in a traditional relationship. It might turn you kind of upside down, that it's not a traditional relationship, and that turns out to be a great thing. Okay, it turns out to be like, oh, I really wanted this to be traditional, but now that it's not a traditional thing, this feels like it works. Okay, it feels like it works. I'm going to clarify one more thing. So it's some kind of truth, some kind of aha moment here. Eight of Pentacles, Lovers, King of Cups, Three of Swords. If you didn't have that heartache, or if you didn't have that disappointment, then you might never meet your spouse. If you didn't have this lie and someone kind of blowing you off or doing things that are hurtful to you, then you would never have become aware of people lying, or become aware of how to handle people who lie to you, or if someone cheats on you or something like that. Like, you're being able to now see it a lot more easily. There's definitely a clearing away of something that you think is good, but actually is too small for you or not as good as the thing that wants to come in. All right, so we're going to explore this in the extended. There's a lot of signs here. I'm definitely seeing the King and Queen of Cups. I'm seeing Cancerian energy here. Definitely Libra and Scorpio. Gemini. All right, so we'll look at those signs in the extended. I'll explore them. And here you are, Aries. Ah, Taurus, right in the middle there. All right, so link is below if you want to continue on with me. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.